Welcome everyone, this video will go over the Gambler Challenge and how to complete it in Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. You will need luck, you will need patience, and yes, it will challenge your willpower. Gambler 1, win 5 hands of poker. You can unlock this challenge at Flatnet Station, south of your Horseshoe Overlook camp, by triggering the story mission with Reverend Swanson, available as soon as you arrive in Chapter 2. Once prompted to, just accept to play poker with the NPCs. For all the Gamblers Challenge, you will be able to access the specific game rules if you never played poker, blackjack, dominoes or finger fillet before. You can also practice playing them a bit to get a hang of it. If you don't get your 5 winning hands at Flatnet Station, you can always go to the Valentine Saloon to finish this challenge at any time in free roam. If you don't really want to play the game, just go all in at every hand until you win. Most NPCs will fold unless they have a great starting hand. Get 5 winning hands total, and that's your first challenge done. Gambler 2, double down and win 5 hands of blackjack. For this one, we're going on the second level of the Road Saloon to find a blackjack table. Once you've started playing, you will have an option to double down, where the dealer gives you one more card for doubling your bet. And hopefully, you win the hand to get this challenge started. Once again, you don't have to play really, and just double down at every hand until you get them all. Choosing a table where there's not many NPCs will also make the rounds go faster. Get 5 wins and you're done. For Gambler 3, you need to win 3 games of Finger Fillet, an easy one. In Valentine, you can find a Finger Fillet table at the second saloon. At this table, you need to finish a lap faster than your opponent. Just zoom on your opponent when it is turn to see what buttons you'll have to press, and go at it when your turn comes. It's a 2 out of 3 games, so best your opponent for 2 rounds and it will be 1 game won. You don't have to beat all the NPCs that will show up at that one location, as they become harder each time you win. You can go to Van Horn or Strawberry to play a different style. In Strawberry, for example, you'll just have to make more laps than your opponent in a certain allocated time. Win 3 games total, and you're done. For Gambler 4, you will have to bust out an NPC in each Valentine, Flatnet Station, and Saint Denis tables. Starting at Flatnet Station, this one is not too bad. The more opponents you have at the table, the more chances you have to bust one out. You'll need a bit of luck too for this one. Sometimes the NPC will raise one after another and go all in, but otherwise forcing your opponent to go all in if you have a decent hand is a good way to go at it. Just raise your bet when you can, generally refraining to go all in straight away as it can scare the NPCs and they will fold instead of raising and losing. On the last card is generally when going all in will pay off. Gambler 5 will have you win 3 rounds of dominoes with 2 or less opponents without drawing a tile. You can find a domino table at Emerald Station in the Heartlands. Just make a save and reload your game if more than 2 NPCs are at the table. Then this one is pretty straightforward. At this table, each game is 3 rounds where you need to score 60 points to win the game. It will take a bit of practice if you've never played dominoes before. A tip is trying to get rid of your highest score tiles, like double six, and trying to keep your options open at both ends of the table. Keep an eye too on what your opponent is doing to see which number he doesn't have to try to block him. The tough part will be to win a round without drawing any tiles, but with patience, you will get there without too much trouble. Gambler 6 will have you beat the Blackjack Dealer in Rhodes and Van Horn. This one is easy and relatively quick comparatively to other challenges. Just try to get 21 and beat the dealer at both locations to complete the challenge. There's not much trick involved here. Getting a hand of 18 or more is generally good enough. For Gambler 7, you need to beat the Finger Fillet player from Van Horn, Strawberry and Valentine. Another one easily done. You can practice a bit at each location if needed, but the main trick is to zoom on your opponent's hand when it's his turn to get a preemptive idea to the buttons to press. You don't need to be ultra fast either, as the first opponent of each location are relatively easy to beat.
I'm taking what's left of my fingers and getting out of here.
Jesus, you know what you're doing. Think I'll call it while I got my digits.
Gambler 8, win 3 hands of blackjack with 3 hits or more. I'm telling you right now, this one will test your patience. There's no way around it, no trick to make it faster. Listen to a podcast if you want, but unless you're really lucky, this one will take some time. Again, choosing a table with less players will make the rounds go faster. This challenge is all about hitting the dealer at least 3 times, so starting with a lower hand is always a good sign. Try to hit at least 3 times, even if you bust, as the challenge is not just to win the hand, but to win it with 3 hits. Note that, as frustrating as it is, pushing the dealer or having a draw doesn't count for this challenge. And for newer player, remember that an ace counts for 1 or 11. But unless your total would be busting 21, the dealer will always announce the highest total. Win 3 hands this way, and you will experience the best feeling of relief you had in a long while. But in the euphoria, don't forget to save. Gambler 9 will have you win 3 games of Dominos in a row. The Gambler Challenge is a roller coaster of emotions, and Challenge 9 will bring you to a new low. But there are ways to make it less painful. Note that you need to win 3 games in a row, not 3 rounds. And saving reloading after 1 win won't work. You're allowed to draw though. A silver lining. You need to do this challenge in one sitting, but the good thing is that at any moment, if you have 1 or 2 wins in the pocket already, and you see you're about to lose the game, just quit the table before you lose. That way, you won't lose your streak and you can sit down right away to have another go at it. The table in Emerald Session is an easier game, but can take a lot of time. The one in Saint-Denis is way quicker, but requires more attention as you can scroll with the edges. I suggest practicing at the Saint-Denis table to get a hand of the scoring before starting the challenge. A safe way to quit the table if you're losing is when your opponent outscores you, of course, if he has 85 or more and have way less tiles than you. After winning your 3rd game, you will feel some relief once again. Gambler 10 will have you win 3 hands of poker in a row. You can do this one at the Valentine's Saloon, as the stakes are lower at this table. Again, fewer opponents mean you have more chances to win. You still need a bit of luck to get a good hand, and sometimes going all in will scare the NPCs into folding for an easy win. The good thing at the poker table is that you can skip the shuffling cutscenes, which make the tiles go faster. Once you won 3, you'll be finally free to go out and about with your life and ever play one of those mini games again.
What did I do to you?
Going to the Trapper, you can now acquire the Gambler Bandolier for $10.50, the Gambler Gun Belt for $9.38, the Gambler Holster for $7.63, and the Gambler Offhand Holster for $7.63. I hope that video has been useful, and until next time, see ya!